I started writing it while I was still married, and I had a journal, and I just put it aside. And when I became homeless, one of the few items I was allowed to take out of the house was that journal and some pencils. And it was raining. I mean, it was raining so hard you couldn't see your hand in front of your face.
Mm-hmm.
And I had no coat and no sweater. And I was walking, and I suddenly realized I had nowhere to go. And so I found a shed in a park off of New Hope Road down here in Raleigh. And I went there, and I just started writing. I hurt so bad that I couldn't cry anymore. I was so afraid that I had to do something to alleviate the fear. And so I just wrote. And that's how the book came about. Every day was more painful than the day before. What I was going through at that time, one of the people in the book is Delroy, who was the brother of Bobby. When he died in 1991, there were a lot of unanswered questions. And then the father died in 1994 that left more unanswered questions. And so the book was a way of telling people that when you look at a person, you're not looking at that person for who they are. You're looking at them for who they want you to think they are. Because there are a lot of people out there like me who have internal pain that doesn't reflect necessarily in their everyday lives. It was an interesting time because people of color were coming into their own, and they were starting to realize that they had a history. But it was not only Malcolm X. I came across individuals who had been prisoners of Hitler's during the Second World War. They were in the concentration camps. And those were my first educators. It minimized my ability to be prejudiced when you found that we were not the only ones who were enslaved. And you go into people like Joe Louis and Rose Morgan and Roy Campanella, the barbershop that Sugar Ray Robinson owned. There was a very elegant restaurant on 125th Street at the time called the Palm Cafe. And this is where a lot of the entertainers from the Apollo would go to eat. And at any day, you could be walking down 125th Street and come across Pearl Bailey or Lionel Hampton or Duke Ellington or Mercer Ellington. And it was the norm for Harlem of his day. And it was a beautiful time to grow up.